Hey guys, back with another reading. Not doing, I recorded the pick a card love reading and it's just not working for me very well, the editing process. So I don't know when I'm gonna get that one up, but I wanted to do a pick a card reading for May. So not so much predictions in the sense of like external, but it's going to be both. We're kind of just going to see what comes up. But basically, I've got 3 piles. So for pile 1, we're going to be doing the green Aventurine. Pile 2 is going to be Sunstone. And then pile 3, I have this Rutilated Quartz. So green Aventurine, Sunstone, or Rutilated Quartz, and we're just going to kind of see what comes up for each pile. And I've pre-shuffled pile 1, and I'm going to probably shuffle on camera piles 2 and 3 and then just cut those parts out. So because I have a lot of decks that I'm using and I want to shuffle a lot in between readings as well. So I'll see you guys at your piles. Okay, hey there, pile 1. This is for those of you who chose this green Aventurine. And this is a good crystal for grounding and stability. So maybe for your month of May, that's a good crystal for you to have nearby, keep in your pocket. Pray to like that crystal angel. Yeah, that's what you should do. You could pray to the angel, the green Aventurine angel. Yeah, so what we've got for you, and I haven't seen these yet. So 7 of Pentacles, ooh, King of Pentacles, moving on, Magic, and this one flew out for you, and I don't have the book, so I'm gonna have to get up and get that because I'm definitely gonna read that the book to you. To the Sea, and then your cute little poem, or not poem, but I think of it as like a poem book. I can't remember. This is the Wild Child Oracle, but you have Slumber. That's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna wait to get the book. But we're just gonna kind of start. So right off the bat, month of May, 7 of Pentacles. This feels to me as if we are definitely looking at the work that we've done. I don't know if you have like your own business or just the job that you have, if you're budgeting, investing. I kind of get this sense of like you're studying something, like averages, if that makes sense. So like how much money you're bringing in, how much you're spending. We're really just kind of looking at our nest that we've built, taking inventory, seeing if we need to like nix anything, add anything on. So May really feels like we're, what is it, nose to the grindstone? I'm not sure, but it just feels like you're gonna be working. It feels good. It feels like you're definitely already at that state of like reaping what things that you've sown. And I'm just imagining this as like a garden, definitely, and like, you know, some of the plants are mature, full grown, ready to be picked. Others we just started. We're kind of watching them, seeing how they're looking in the ground. So that's kind of how I feel for the month of May. And then especially with the King of Pentacles coming out as well, there's just a big focus on like work, money, assets, income. investments, legacy. This could be a really good month for that. Or maybe, I mean, I'm getting a little bit of both. I guess it just kind of depends. Could be a good month for that. Or maybe like things might be quiet and nothing's really going on. But yeah, overall, May, it feels like a pretty chill month for you. There's just going to be a lot of concentration on money and like your work and your projects that you have going in that regard. And let's see, maybe I can get a little bit more. Yeah, this could be like definitely work addiction. Definitely could be working a lot. You might have started a new project that you feel super passionately about. But I definitely feel like there's this need to rest, honor your emotional body, also with the sea, and it looks like she's kind of in a bathtub, but just with all the water and everything. I think if there is any like blockages or stumps that you have throughout this month, taking that time to take a time out and rest, I think is really going to help bring those answers, bring in that clarity that you need. But I mean, because you're super focused, so it almost feels like blinders, like this might just be, you might need something to kind of shake things up throughout the month to kind of get you outside of the tunnel vision. The Emperor, so I'm just kind of looking at the bottom of the deck, the bottom and the top of the decks of each cards that I shuffled for you, and the Emperor has come out twice. So I definitely feel that masculine go-getter energy. There's definitely some sort of project, something that we're making a project, right? A project can literally be anything. It doesn't have to be physical work. This can be an emotional project. This can be an addiction that we're working on, that we're like trying, and for a better lack of words, and the energy that I'm feeling, and with both Emperors, like we're trying to make it our so it feels really good. It feels really exciting, and I just think really like watch out. You don't want to burn out, so like definitely taking that time to rest and honoring your body is going to be really important. So yeah, whatever this project is, I'm so interested in what this moving on is about, and to the sea. But like one thing I am noticing is that it's moving up. So we have 6 and 7. So that feels really good. Like you're moving on and moving away from any type of difficulties, like any type of, or not any type of, but if there is something specific that's been nagging on you, we're slowly moving away. We're slowly changing directions towards that, and maybe we just don't know where to go, and so we're hyper focused on work right now, which is okay. And I think there's just this reminder to definitely take those times out. Take the time out when you need it, when you're feeling tired. Please honor that, definitely, because I just feel like you're going to need it this month. There's definitely some obstacles and challenges that are going to be coming up, or that you already are aware of, and you're going to be finding solutions and moving out of that energy, out of that problematic energy, into like a solution, stable energy. So that's really good this month, but you just don't want to get burnt out. Just take that time to rest and, slow down. Yeah, I'm seeing like honey, like molasses. So just like, slow down. Because that is one thing. This is the King of Pentacles, but one thing about the Knight of Pentacles that we know is that he's the slowest moving knight with the Pentacles. This is slow. I'm just hearing like process. It's a process. So you're moving out of it. You're moving towards calmer waters. And there's definitely going to be a lot of success, I'm feeling. And you're going to be either making a lot of money, making good big moves for your like assets or legacies. Just like, yeah, I feel like you're getting everything in order, and you're just kind of taking stock, looking at what you have, looking at what you don't have, looking at what you want to add in, looking at what needs to be pruned, what's ready to be picked. So stuff like that. So I definitely want to go get the book to read this Raven card, because this vibe that I'm getting from this card is, and the magic is like, the answers are within you, and with that to the seat and that slumber, I just feel like if there is some type of obstacle or challenge or addiction or something that you're feeling attached to, this sounds so cliche, but taking that time out to really like listen to your own waters is going to be super helpful, because it just feels like the answer is within you. Like there's no other outside person, and this is like I feel like this is a specific message, because like a lot of times there is outside help and message, but with whatever the specific problem might be, it just feels like all you need is to take a little time out to just kind of like sit with it without all the distractions, like undivided attention, just like the way you put into like work, King of Pentacles, gender doesn't matter, Emperor, gender doesn't matter. This is the type of vibe, this is the person. It just feels very entrepreneurial. So the time and attentiveness that you invest and put into your business, your work, it feels like there is a need to definitely balance that out with the emotional side, with your rest side. So just as hard as you're working, using your mind, you need to be fueling your body, drinking a lot of water, eating the good foods to fuel your brain, resting, not avoiding any type of emotions, if that makes sense. So if there's something that you're feeling, feel it. Give yourself the time out. It's a beautiful balance, but it's possible. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the book really quickly so we can read what that is. Okay, so we have the Raven. All right. 45. This is such a pretty card, by the way. It hasn't come out yet for me. So the light attribute is magic, and the shadow attribute is manipulation. Very interesting, especially with those two. Yeah, never mind. So Raven is the color of magic, the blue black of midnight when a spellbinding moon calls you out to spin enchantment with the earth pulsing underfoot. At the potent hour, portals open and Raven flies into the velvety void of infinite possibility. Follow her into this mysterious cauldron of all things, where you recognize her telltale caw as an incantation conjuring your inner witch. Raven medicine is dynamic. She lands on your shoulder as a familiar, drawing up your goddess-given power to manifest. The time has come for you to acknowledge yourself as a force for good. Every word you utter casts a spell. Every thought you nurture shapes reality. When you coax these gifts out of the shadow of your unconscious, you can align with higher wisdom to co-create your destiny. You have the power to bring about change for the better, for yourself and for others. Why not work your magic? Like Raven, who flies between worlds, you're being asked to court the unknown. Magic is created when you stitch your full-hearted intentions, prayers, spells, wishes into the cloak of mystery where all things are possible. Then, to be a manifesting maven, you must conspire with the universe, feed your soul deep desire with committed action, all the while surrendering expectations and opening to an outcome beyond your wildest imagination. As you wield your power, do so with reverence, knowing that whatever you stir into the cauldron becomes a part of creation. Raven, whose feathers are a rainbow of darkness, is the bringer of light. In many tales, she is one who retrieves the sun when the world falls into eternal night. And while harmless mischief is often at play in these stories, Raven's intentions remain pure. Do not seek to manipulate reality out of fear, ego, or greed. Instead, uphold Raven's sacred law. Magic must always serve the highest good for all. Out of holy nothingness, invoke all things luminous and miraculous. Very nice, very nice. So yes, I feel like a lot of things were coming in, definitely. But one thing that I'm really hearing right now is the co-creating. That was big. That came out. Yeah, this was on the top of these cards. So it's important to not be afraid to venture into the unknowns of self, right? Of your own psyche. And you're never alone. You're being asked and beckoned into that, and like to move towards that energy, I feel. So honor yourself, take the rest. I feel like someone is making this a project of theirs, and it feels really positive. You're being guided, you're being supported throughout this time, and don't be afraid of yourself. Like, I mean, easier said than actually felt, but it's true. Don't be afraid of yourself, because first of all, fear, what do they say? False evidence appearing real. And second of all, I'm feeling like, when you're really scared to do something, have a conversation, and then like you end up having the conversation, that can be the most like transformative, growing ever if you have experiences of that of your own. So it feels like one of those things. It feels like we're going within to the sea. Really feels like it's within yourself, within your own waters. And especially with that Raven magic card, it's like it's just very within. So last message I want to say with the green aventurine, grounding and stability. Get outside, take your shoes off, walk in some like grass, dirt. It's like free, maybe cheesy advice, but like it's free and it's not gonna hurt you most likely. Maybe you step on like a red ant hill or something, but just be on the lookout for one of those. But that could be something as really simple to kind of help you if you're feeling overwhelmed, or hugging a tree and just focusing on the energy of the earth, absorbing that negativity out of you. But thank you guys so much for watching Pile 1, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, hey there Pile 2. This is for those of you who chose the Sunstone. This is a good rock for one of its benefits is strength, positivity. It's a really pretty orange little rock. So I've shuffled the cards on camera, and I think I'm gonna cut it out, but you'll see final video. But the first card to come out for Pile 2 Sunstone is King of Wands, coming out with a bang. We've got the Hierophant. We have partnerships and alliances. Fork in the road. life force. Ooh. And trove. So funny is I'm hearing like protection, like protecting wisdom, knowledge, okay, let's just get into it. So starting out with the King of Wands, so like your energy for May, this could be you or someone's around you that's going to be significant, but either you're going to be exhibiting this strength of will, this fire, this confidence. You're going to be feeling really, really good if this is you in May. Just really on top of it. Maybe sexy, confident. Just I'm noticing in this the background the little lizard there. So like, and then the dragon. So like, just that, and then the snake too. Like this, the life force. It's very, very interesting. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be feeling really, really good with the Hierophant. You could be in school or learning something new or teaching something as well. You could be teaching something to others, learning something, maybe dealing with some type of law issue, or I'm just like seeing the columns in the background. But yeah, you could just be like teaching something or learning something, and maybe that's where you're gonna, in the month of May, you maybe like within your work or your job, like you finally hit that level where you just feel very like well-rounded within the position, and now maybe you're training people, and you're going to be feeling really good. People are coming to you for questions, like they have questions, advice, mentoring kind of energy. With the partnerships and alliances, like definitely it just makes me feel like you're aligning or partnering up with some really cool people that are going to be a part of the path for a minute. Like it just feels significant. Maybe, yeah, so maybe this has been something that, so with the fork in the road card, either you are going to feel like at a crossroads or confused, not knowing what to do, or you have, like, this whole thing has made you feel this way, but I just feel like there's something that you're protecting, or there's something that Spirit is helping you protect with the crow and the trove card, and it just, this is so funny, it's so interesting, it just feels like something is being protected, like a timeline or like destiny, fate, like it just feels kind of that way, or it's supposed to feel kind of confusing, and maybe everything has just felt kind of upside down for you, and in the month of May you're gonna finally feel like you have a handle on things. You're finally, the work that you've done to get through the maze is building more confidence within you, and others around you are also noticing as well. So that's what I'm hearing. But if there was a decision, something that needed to be made that you might have been confused about, or you're gonna feel confused about, like, trust your intuition, absolutely. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, especially with the Hierophant. Like, tap into the wisdom that you have, you know? And just like tap into the wisdom that you have, trust yourself, and also be open to possibly switching things up, diverting. Yeah, be open. There might be something that's going to come up that you might need to update, that you're not, like, you don't really want to. Maybe it could be something just really small, like you're being asked to kind of switch up your, something with work that you've been sticking with really well, and now there's like an update or something, and that it could just be something as simple as that. But with the partnerships and alliances, yeah, definitely. So you just want to make sure, which I already feel like this is happening, but if these are any new business endeavors, relationships that we're adding in, you want to really build that on to firm foundation. And then showing up as the King of Wands, I mean, that is one thing I would say, like, the King of Wands is pretty good with leadership, confidence, big groups of people. They're warm. Like, there's definitely the shadow aspects of that card for sure, but it just feels like you are going to definitely, people are going to be coming to you for advice. And so with this life force card, it's you're going to definitely just want to, I'm hearing like keeping your cards close to your chest, like with all these people, you want to help people, absolutely, but you just need to be very discerning, and that might be it, the fork in the road, the confusion, not knowing, the chaos and conflict. Maybe it's just like not knowing who to help, maybe it's not knowing how to be all places at once kind of thing. There's a lot going on for you in the month of May, but just to really, like, first of all, you have to honor your vessel, and like you come first. It's like the putting the mask on the thing, right, in the airplane, because this could be a little bit draining of your life force energy, just being kind of pulled here and there. It's very exciting. I feel like we've hit this new level that feels really, really good, but just like don't forget to honor your vessel and protect that which is important to you, which is your health, and yeah, with this life force card, I'm gonna read it to you as well, but it just makes me think of like fate and how life is crazy. Life is just really crazy, and there's these twists and there's these turns, and we really don't know. And a lot of times, like, everything can feel so out of control and so what the heck, and it's like, well, nobody ever said it was gonna feel controlled. Nobody ever said it was gonna go a straight line down, like down the road. I definitely feel like you're turning a bend here, like you're about to turn a bend, right? You're on this road, and it's like, if you think of the road as the hare, right, the snake, so like you're traveling down that road and you're about to turn one of these little like loop corners here, and it just feels like it's all gonna kind of be like, oh my god, that's so crazy that happened, because it's like this actually happened for the best, and it was something that was maybe really stressing you out, but whatever this is, it's gonna definitely get you back into a good rhythm, a good flow, and yeah, it just feels really good. Did I not get you? Oh my gosh, it's literally right in front of me. Maybe I should get another one. Shelter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, both of these like little images, Trove and Shelter. This little crow is like protecting all these little jewels in like this brush in the grass. And then this little squirrel, cutie, is in the tree taking shelter. It looks like it's raining outside. And for me, like, it kind of just like, I keep with the snake life force card, it's just like, you know, when a reptile shedding its skin, it's kind of sensitive, it's kind of uncomfortable. So, but like the snake, it's not like it's learning to slither again, you know, it's just shedding the skin. So I don't know, we're just in this little phase, this little transitioning period where we just need to kind of take it slow, trust our gut. We're on this like path and it's moving, it's going. It's just like, it feels like life, but it just feels good. It feels like there's surprise around the bend. So in the month of May, I feel like you're going to be feeling very confident, very good at what you do. People are going to be coming to you for advice, for counsel, and any type of confusion or not knowing what to do, like, you know, because like, you're feeling this confidence because you've walked this path for a minute. You've been doing this for a minute. You're finally getting to the point where, like I said, you feel well-rounded, you feel comfortable, confident in what you're doing, and you're also coming up as the Hierophant. And I just really feel like people are coming to you. You've made it to this level where maybe you don't see it like this, but everybody else around you does. So act the part, please, okay? That's just how it feels. So this feels really good. I'm going to read the snake card to you. See what this thing has to say. $49. Oh, that's so funny. Pile 1 got the card like right before snake. So the light attributes is life force, and the shadow is depletion. When snake slithers into your life, it's always a bit startling. Snake jolts you out of the humdrum and into the immediacy of now. Serpent power manifests as generative, sexual, and spiritual life force. Drawing on this potency gives you unlimited Shakti, the divine feminine power that flows through everything in the universe. This card means that life force lies coiled at the ready, waiting to come through you as a unique expression of spirit into matter. But pulling snake can also indicate that something is blocking your vitality. The 2 keys to the aliveness. Sorry, it's just weird because there's 2 keys in this card down there. I think those are keys. Yeah, those are 2 keys. The 2 keys to your aliveness are sexual well-being and creative flow. Do you trust your body? Do you listen to what your core urges you to do? To keep the channel open, this card encourages you to have a heart-to-heart with your inner Shakti. Find out what turns her on. And with the King of Wands, guys, like, absolutely. I heard somebody say, like, the wands, the element of wands, fire, is like the closest to spirit. I don't know how I feel about that, but it was just really interesting. It's like the fire. So I just, like, yeah, I was just feeling that hardcore. As one of the primordial symbols of transformative rebirth, snake signals radical awakening. In the Hindu tradition, Kundalini means coiled. It refers to the feminine, serpent-like energy that resides at the base of the spine. If Kundalini Shakti is aroused, the dynamic force moves from the sacrum up the spine through the 7 chakras. Harnessed with mindfulness, Kundalini is one of the doors to liberation. To stoke your... I feel like I'm saying this wrong. Kundalini, pay attention to what excites your spirit. When this energy is unleashed through spiritual practices or creative power, you feel on fire, able to burn through any self-limitation that gets in the way of ecstatic merging with the divine. But burning up doesn't mean burning out. The underbelly of snake exposes exhaustion. Be discerning. I literally said that. Be discerning about how you spend your precious life force. I was saying, I feel like a lot of people are going to be coming to you. Be discerning. Because, like, you can't help everybody, and you still have to protect you. At the end of the day, I feel like this could be a very helping person maybe, or maybe the career that you're in, and you just need to be discerning about that. Fortunately, snake represents life's endless appetite for renewal. Visualize the Ouroboros, the image of a serpent eating its own tail to recreate itself. To be a mighty conduit for this cosmic feminine energy, be selective about what you take in, including thoughts, environment, company, and food. And remember, there's only one of you in all of time, so don't block or doubt your unique expression. Channel it. That feels so full circle to me with a lot of the things that I was saying that I honestly, it's like mixing all together in my head now, but this reading feels really, 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 really good. I feel like you're on the roller coaster of life, and this next turn that's happening is going to be really exciting. You've hit this level of, like, I'll just say, for a better lack of words, like professionalism. I don't know, like, it's not professionalism, but like you've hit this level in your career, in your community. People are coming to you, and this fork in the road just feels very, don't get too freaked out, because it kind of feels like the fork isn't as big as you think it is, pile 2. At least in the month of May. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was a really fun reading. I feel really, really good, and I hope that you guys feel good in the month of May too, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, for those of you who chose pile 3, this is the Rutilated Quartz. Rutilated Quartz. This is for you, pile 3. Alright, so I just shuffled the cards. Right off the bat, 2 of Cups here. It's first card out. And actually, I did that backwards. I was supposed to take this one out first. Okay, so we got the 4 of Cups. So that is actually... yeah, so maybe in the month of May, you're going to be bored, potentially, in regards to love. The prospects, the offers, just all of it, potentially. Oh, moving on. Breathe. Wisdom. This is pretty. And Crescent. I actually kind of want to look something up real quick. Crescent. Crescent moon meaning, I'm interested. The so-called luna, half moon, or sickle of the moon, also waning and waxing, is a sign of fertility related to life and death. The moon, this is like not interesting. Okay, very interesting. I don't know why I'm even doing that in the first place, but month of May, I feel like you are getting offers, but I just don't know if you are actually interested in them. Maybe, yeah. I feel like that's definitely what it is. I feel like you're getting offers. People are showing interest. You have suitors, for a better lack of words, but there's something up. I don't know what it is. I think you're showing up as the Empress with the 3 of Cups. So maybe there is somebody who you have on your mind, or like a type of person that you have on your mind, and you're not seeing it, so you continue to move away from these options, or you've had to move away from that option. I don't know, with this Two of Cups back here, I definitely feel like there is someone, whether you know of them or not. Yeah. Do they know them? I don't know. You could know this person. But yeah, I feel like there's someone that's going to be coming in the month of May. King of Swords energy, potentially. Coming in quickly, someone that you know or don't know. To like bring in some type of offer. And with this Crescent card and just like everything that I just read, it feels like I'm getting like the astrology like your chart, and like maybe for some of you, like your chart could predict this kind of thing. So that could be something to do, to look at your birth chart. And then so with this Crone and Wisdom card, obviously like the wisdom could come within you. I feel as though this could be somebody else though outside of you, or this could be you tapping into your higher self. Like absolutely, no doubt. I'm really noticing 4. I was gonna say 3, but in all 4 of these cards, there's someone sitting crisscross applesauce. And so that's really, really cool. I'm also noticing yellow in a lot of these cards too. So like yellow could be really significant for you. And what I'm feeling from the yellow is like the prosperity to come. So cloaking yourself in that love and that light, the ideas of that, being open to the different surprises, like not sending, like let's just say you send off this, I don't know why I'm even saying this, but let's say you're like making a petition, sending off a love letter to the universe to ask for something, and making sure to leave some room for like surprise. But yeah, I feel like there's a need for you because you're so bored potentially with all these options that you're getting. Don't get me wrong, brother, sister, whoever you are out there, like I also understand it can be pretty like monotonous. I don't know if that's the right word, but just like the options, the prospects, it's like you talk to 3 different people before that 4th cup is like, oh, okay, let me go get my cup, actually. Let me go get my cup. We can cheers together. He didn't have his cup before. He did not have his cup. And then he got that cup. So, like, that's just how I'm feeling. But there could be somebody around you that's going to help you through this month. So, yeah, in the month of May, I just feel like there's going to be, going into the month, this, like, sense of boredom with the options and just like with life and what's been going on. But what I do see coming in is this 2 of Cups energy. I feel like it's going to be coming in pretty quickly. It could be coming in from like a King of Swords kind of energy. That's not Virgo. Well, could be Virgo. I don't know. That's not what the Swords is. It could be a Virgo though. But it's Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. But yeah, I think like you've been doing the right thing, moving away from anything that like you don't feel like is aligned or you don't feel like is serving you. That's absolutely like what you're supposed to be doing, what you've been doing. Keep trusting your gut, tapping into your sacral root, all your chakras, just tapping into you and letting that be the compass, right? But I just feel like you have been making these choices, decisions, or maybe you've been feeling like bad for like continuously moving on, or having to, or or this could be like there's an option that the universe is giving you that you're not really seeing because you're choosing not to walk away from something that maybe isn't serving you. But ultimately, I do feel like at least in the month of May, you're gonna come out of this successfully. You're going to have help. A way that you can help yourself is to really focus on your breathing, focusing on just like your nervous system. So like if you notice that you're starting to get out of whack, whatever that means for you, like taking a breath. It shouldn't be like, we shouldn't be holding our breath so much all the time. And I did feel like when I was shuffling the cards, there's like a lot of like not chaotic energy, but just like, I was like, what am I doing? At one point, I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. So it was like one of those things is just to like breathe through that. Yeah, like you are so amazing. And I feel like you are discovering this about yourself right now. And so it just feels like we're at a really tender, gentle place. And the Rutilated Quartz is, this is like a good for protection as well, protecting your mind from like negative thoughts, protecting you in general. So this is just, I just feel like if you need to take a time out, it's okay. But also, there's not enough cycles of the moon, transitions of time in your life that need to happen for this to like come to you. And it's like the kissing the frogs or the toads, it's kind of part of the process. It's kind of part of life. And it helps you kind of learn, not physically like actually having to kiss a bunch of people, but just, going through the offers, meeting people. It's like, this was a great person for sure. But it's just not like, I'm just not interested for whatever reason. I'm not attracted. I'm not this, I'm not that. Like, who knows whatever that is for you. It doesn't even have to be a partnership. This can be just something that lights you up and makes you feel like, ooh, passionate for, continuing on in that thing. But ultimately, like, definitely showing up just as you are, continuing to push through, and like you're gonna in the month of May, I feel like you're just going to maybe be feeling a little bit bored with the options, but it's like even within the boredom, you're learning like what you like and what you don't like. And I think that's part of this in your life, like why a lot of this is happening, or why it happens to all of us, is so that we can become that crone, wise energy, right, or person. And I definitely feel like there's something with the moon here. So I'm not sure 100% what that is, but look into like the moon phases for the month of May. And then lastly, I do want to say with the flexible and the poise card at the bottom of the deck, it's just to be So A, remaining poised, like if let's just say you are kind of turning down a lot of offers, remaining poised as you do that, if you are feeling the need to move away from certain people, places, prospects, things, whatever you want to call it, move towards yourself. Like A, that's really good. That's really, really good because you're already listening in, right? And you just want to make sure to give the time to each cup that's being offered and open your eyes to at least look at the cup right first. But as you are having to like move away from things, just to maintain poise, and I based off the cards and the energy and spirit just telling me like whoever could be watching this reading is very oh no, I lost it. Oh yeah, so like you as a person, just remain true to yourself. Like don't get apathetic. Because I kind of feel like there's this repetition that's been happening, or this pattern or I don't know if it's pattern, but there's just this something that you've been noticing keeps happening, over and over and over again. And there is a lesson maybe within this, but it's more so kind of just part of the way of life. And you have to remain open and you have to be flexible, like more so with the timeline of things. But I do think something's going to be coming in pretty quickly with a King of Swords type of energy, an offering of some sort. Don't know how big or how small, but the focus in the month of May is really going to be on you. And like while you are taking the time to kind of look at like the pattern and like why you keep seeing these things. I don't feel like this is necessarily a bad thing, but to just also remind yourself what it is that you're looking for, like and like why, right? Like why do I want these things? Tapping into like your own personal experiences with relationships, but overall just remembering to breathe, because whatever this is that's happening, it's going to be very temporary. Things are going to take a turn. May feels like, honestly, for all the readings, like, well, and my intention for this reading was like innards in the insides and how we're feeling on the insides for the month. And obviously external factors can dictate how we feel about that, so I wasn't going to X out like external things showing up in the cards, but it just feels like internally, yeah, we're really being guided to keep our hearts open for that love, breathe through whatever like pain that's coming up, apathy, boredom. It's not going to be like this forever, just like the phases of the moon, like things, life ebbs and it flows, there's the highs and the lows. You're not going to be here forever. And to really, with these two cards also, it's like to be so appreciative for this solitude, this time that you've had, even though you've been like searching out maybe for like love or for people, for a relationship. But at the end of the day, like, it's these things are bigger than us, right? And you got to think of the partner that the universe is trying to bring in for you. And especially if you're meeting people and you're not hermiting inside the house and you're giving it a shot and it's just not great, to continue to do that, because it's not going to be like that forever. And it's not a numbers game, because it's people we're talking about here. But like I just like was saying, the kissing the frogs, sometimes you do have to kiss a few frogs before you can find your prince. And so maybe that's kind of the energy that we're sitting in this month. But I just feel like you don't need to do anything, you do whatever you want, but there is a need to just kind of laugh it off, like the crone, you know, like the old lady and who's just been through all the life, and things just aren't as serious as we like to make them out to be most of the time. And it's a perspective thing. And so I think that in the month of May, that's going to be something that you're going to be aware of. And it's not going to feel so... There's just going to be a let up. That's what I'm hearing. There's going to be a let up on that energy. And like, when you can tap into this peace, into this breath, into this is how it is now. Like, thank you, universe. Thank you. Thank you for this, like, thank you for bringing in all these partners, or like not partners, people that, you know, because it's showing me that this isn't really what I want. It's helping me go back to the drawing board and put out and ask for these certain traits, these things that I would like, you know, in a partnership, in a relationship, just for an example. But yeah, I'm just feeling like gratitude, taking time out, honoring how you're feeling, but also knowing that like this isn't a forever stage, and like you're gonna come out of this, and just like really learning to laugh things off. And with the crescent, like, I don't know, yeah, with the cycles and everything, like, this feels like very, if you are a female with a period, like it feels very period, like period-esque overall, with the crescent, with this, like, it looks like not like a child, but like that's like a baby state of the moon. And then you have like this mid-aged breath, and then the crone. So it's just like, I don't know, I feel like within like love, maybe there's going to be some type of like revelation, opening up of a thought, of a perception on your life in regards to love and what's happening. And so feels really good. And I keep seeing the Hierophant card from the Lightseers Tarot. The one where the guy's like sitting and he's like laughing in meditation. There's like the stairs going up. I keep seeing that. I keep seeing that card. So I think that's the Hierophant. I don't really know. But anyways, pile 3, this is your reading. Yeah. But definitely breathe, because cycles are being closed out. And like this also, like, yeah, I said it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. And it's also about this other person. But some type of cycle's being closed out with you or the other person too, potentially. But something's definitely coming in. I don't know if it's going to be in the month of May, but it's coming in, and your challenge is to just remain calm and positive and not apathetic throughout this period, because you're going to be like victorious, and like you're going to bring in a relationship that like makes you feel so full of joy and playful, and like not bored, and not like yawning, and not like out of the kindness of my heart kind of thing, if that makes sense. That's just the energy I'm picking up on. But so yeah, hang in there, guys. I'm definitely gonna be back for another reading at some point here soon. And happy month of May. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, or subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.